Join Card Tricks live on Whatnot, the only place for regular wrestling breaks in the UK. Get £5 off your first purchase using code SCRNEW. Maybe that turns into your first one-of-one auto. Only one way to find out. Follow Card Tricks UK on Instagram and join the WhatsApp group via the link in the bio for all the latest news of what we are breaking and when. Let's get ready to rumble! Code only valid for first-time Card Tricks customers.
You see, the whole thing is, if you have a festival with all the stops pulled out, kids running about naked, fucking in the bushes, and doing every damn thing that they feel inclined to do.
We put this festival on, you bastards, with a lot of love. We worked for 1 year for you pigs! And you want to break our walls down? And you want to destroy it? Well, you go to hell!
And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 57, not 56, Chris. Hello, I am your president, David Lloyd. I'm here with Chris and Jamie, as always, and we've got a lot to get through today. But before I go into it, if you haven't listened to our SCR session that we did with Billy Cilio from Upper Deck, please, after this, go and spend an hour, go back into our archives, go and listen to the last show that we put out with him. Basically, he created the first 5 AEW Upper Deck sets. So, and he's still creating stuff now as well. He's still creating metal. He's still creating Allure. But yeah, we basically find out what's going on with Upper Deck. That has been going on for 2024 and what is coming out. I think that's kind of the exciting part. And we have a retrospect as well of all of his work and constructively criticised in certain areas, certain bits and pieces, but in a really nice way. It was very fun. We loved it a lot. I don't know about you boys, and I think it's the perfect time to talk about it, and we'll get to the how you be doing in a second. The one thing that I wouldn't say bugged me about it, but when I left that interview, honestly, I think it's probably the best thing that we've done collectively. I really enjoyed it. But Billy did say that Upper Deck, and this is not Billy's fault, that Upper Deck are learning from the mistakes that they're making, and that's how they're progressing. And I think in the products, yes, they are. I think the products at the minute are just going up and up and up in quality and in strength, basically. I really do. Honestly, when I say to Billy, I think they outshine the actual AEW as a product. I truly believe that. I think Upper Deck are doing such great work. But the thing is, they crammed everything in last minute last year into 2023. They're cramming everything in this year in 2024. They've not taken those learnings from last year to this year, and I just think they're going into a bit of a circle with it. And I think, that's not Billy's fault. I'm not going to put that on Billy. That's just that's the company's area that they need to improve on. But I don't know how they're going to do it, to be honest.
It's their supply chain stuff, isn't it, that they need to work on. It's not necessarily the design or the actual product itself.
No, exactly. That's why when I say it's not Billy, you know what I mean? It's the product. It's getting the products out in a staggered approach. Even once every 4 months, once every 6 months. But I fear that we'll see what goes on. Obviously, we've got product coming out soon. We've been told that there's product coming out at the end of this year, start of next year. We'll see. And I'm really excited for it.
I am too. And I think there's a real interesting window now with Upper Deck as well as that. There'll be a point where Panini product ends for WWE. We'll have this gap before Tops come over again. And this is where Upper Deck can really start to reaffirm their position again with AEW. And I think that's probably a good thing that they can try and do. if you get to the beginning of next year and we haven't really seen any change or delay in product, I think that footing's going to be even less than what it is now. So we'll see. I mean, it was a great interview with Billy, and you know, the door's open for more. So I think we'll just reassess and maybe chat with him, you know, near the end of the year and to see where we're at and sort of do more products really.
I'm just going to try and get each of the product owners on as much as I can do, to be honest. We've at least got 3 to talk to. We've got 4. I think Pat could have done last year's and this year's flagship because I think they're very similar, but we'll get to that in a bit. So yeah, I think, was it Tony?
Yeah, Tony. Yeah.
Tony's doing. Did you say Tony's doing Black Diamond, or Pat was doing Black Diamond? I can't remember. Anyway, I will find out, and I'm going to get them all as much as I can do on our sessions shows and just review the products with them and stuff like that. I think it went really well. I think it's a good way to get the behind the thoughts of why X, Y, and Z have been done. I'm still doing this with Billy to this day. You know, I've been talking to you boys this week. I've been questioning about the backs of the buyback autos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's different backs on the buyback autos from Series 2. I don't know why. He doesn't know why, I don't think. But ultimately speaking, you know, there's so many layers. I think it's great. Anyway, enough of that for now, because we have a new show to do today. So, guys, how have you been doing? Jamie, are you feeling okay?
Well, you got to come to me first. You just want to hear my dulcet tones again, don't you?
Barry White.
No, I mean, I'm feeling all right. As you can probably tell, I picked up COVID, which I can only presume was prior to Wembley, because that was quite a quick turnaround to suddenly have COVID. But yeah, so Tuesday afternoon I tested positive for COVID after feeling pretty tired, but put it down to just the bank holiday weekend. And then, just ramped up from there. And I'm now on the point where I'm still positive. I feel okay, but I've just got this Barry White inspired voice at the minute. So doing late night love later on if anyone wants to listen.
Well, we can pinpoint it. When did you actually fuck the pangolin? No, I know. I am actually surprised that I'm not saying this is in a selfish way, but Jamie, you did sit next to Chris and I at different parts within All In. And I'm so surprised that neither of us have gone in, to be honest, because we're right next to each other. You know what I mean? We're like on top of each other. So,
yeah,
it is a miracle, really. But did your mate get it, by the way? Because
no, so no one has. So I can't imagine that it would have been from Wembley, because otherwise you guys would have all had it at the same time. Yeah. But, you know, I was in and out doing sort of stuff the week before, wasn't I? So it's like, well, actually, COVID is still about a week incubation period. So it just maybe it is what it is, really. But it's fine. It's all good.
Mate. Bad times, but good times, you're not feeling as bad.
No,
I mean, it could have been a lot worse, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, now I've got vaccinations on board. It's a million times better than it once was, you know? So, I'm all good. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, at least it's not monkeypox or anything. Eh?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I'm really good, thank you. It took me like a day to recover from All In. I think the Monday was a bit of a write-off, but yeah, had a really great time. How about you, Dave?
Oh, mate, I'm getting old. It's taken me days to get over it, to be honest. I'm like, I really enjoy it, but it just takes so much out of me.
It's a long day, yeah.
It's a long day. There's a lot of alcohol involved. There's a lot of us being cheeky involved, which was very funny the whole time. Chris and I were very cheeky the whole time. It was very funny. But it's just, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't feel as run down as last. Like, I was a lot drunker last. Is that a word, drunker? Yeah. I was a lot more drunk last year, but I just felt the recovery time this year took forever. It was a good couple of days of like, I just don't feel well. I was sick when I got back as well. I think I had a dodgy burger from McDonald's on the way home, and I went to bed for about an hour and I was horrendously sick. I got up in the middle of the night.
Geez.
I think about 2 o'clock in the morning. Mrs. weren't happy, woke her up. I was a bit in the doghouse the next day, to be honest. But I was like, it was the burger, it wasn't the beer.
Me and Chris were trying to work out, obviously, because you left just before the finish, obviously, to try and beat the rush. Did you then have to get a train to Milton Keynes and then a taxi back to where you live? Because you're not near the station. Yeah.
So as soon as that bell rung and...
Did you leg it?
No.
No way.
Okay.
As soon as that bell rung and Brian, spoilers if you haven't watched it, Brian won the belt.
Did he?
Yeah, spoilers. I just left, and because as you come out the stadium, I'm like to the left hand side, and you just got to go up because I'm like Wembley Central, right?
Yeah.
So it's about a mile walk. So you just got to get on there, but that time there's nobody around. Because people are still watching all the fireworks. When I got out of the stadium, all the fireworks were going off, right? So, I was just home massively early before everyone, to be honest. It's quite an achievement how I did it, really. But yeah, I was at home about an hour before anyone else.
Well, you text us and we were still in Liverpool Street Station, like just working through the tube, and you said you would just walk through the door. So we're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I got really lucky because I had to get a train from Wembley Central down to Harrow Willesden. And when I got off that, there was a train from Watford straight into Milton Keynes. And it was just like, there was no wait time. It was just off one onto the other. And I got straight home really quickly. So
yeah, they were diverting all of us to Baker Street, weren't they? So there was no train to Liverpool Street, so everyone was going to Baker Street, and they're kind of just siphoning through. But it was pretty easy to get through. But
everyone's listening to this going, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Well,
London, boys,
London.
a lot more of that later on.
Jamie, do we want to talk about what happened after we got off the train?
Yeah, should we talk about... I
don't know this. I don't know this. So let's talk about this first. We're obviously going to talk about the show in a bit, boys. But
so this is kind of, we've been a long day. We got the train in the morning, 9 o'clock?
Yeah, we got the first train of the day, didn't we?
So so this is like, 12:30?
Yeah, it must be
at night or something. So we turn up at the hotel.
We'd already been to the hotel once already, hadn't we?
To drop your bags off and stuff like that.
Yeah, so this is it. So when we dropped the bags off, they took my booking and was like, yeah, that's fine, and they took our bags. So Jamie tried to check in. No booking. Can't find your booking. Their systems had gone down, hadn't they, Jamie? So they said
they were paperwork,
doing it paper and stuff. Yeah. So they said, all right. And Jamie says, I'll check my email and show you. What happened, Jamie? I mean, Colonel Chaos. What happened?
So anyway, I handed them the phone. They said, we'll put the booking details in. Someone only booked the hotel for Monday night rather than Sunday night. So earlier in the day, me and Chris had already had the conversation that Chris was really looking forward to having a room to himself for the night and not having,
no kids in the bed. Do you know what I mean? Stretch out.
There was two of you as well, wasn't there? So you had, 3 in a bed and one said.
So basically, we all ended up in the same room. We had Graham on a single with his legs hanging over the edge, Chris in the double, and me on the floor.
Wow. I will say that I offered you the bed and Jamie insisted on sleeping on the floor, but then couldn't sleep because of the bed bugs. He was worried about being bed bugs on the floor.
All right.
But fuck me, I was just like...
Oh, it's awful.
I felt really bad for you because you felt terrible. You could see it on your face.
I felt awful. I felt absolutely awful.
Yeah.
But I know you said, but ultimately the main issue was like, you'd obviously paid the full room price anyway. We'd already booked, I've paid for the travel lodge that we had.
Oh, mate, did you stay the extra day?
I told you to. I said even having to go back.
Should have stayed the extra day, man.
No, so we, it is what it is. But yeah, Jesus, it was a right crap end to the day.
Yeah, I mean, what I said to you was at least I didn't let you book my room. Otherwise, we would have been fucked because there was no. Yeah, so what the hotel said is there's no spare room. So
and even had to move your room to allow us to have the sort of the single, didn't they?
To get the single in there.
Yeah. Oh, mate, man. That was
chaos.
Chaos strikes again.
Were you able to cancel it though?
So, they said the following day that if I went online, I could amend it. So I did amend the booking, but I had to do it for like November because otherwise like another 100 odd quid. So I said, Chubby, we've now got a nice weekend in London on like the middle of November. So we'll have to wait and see how we get on. But geez, it was just the worst. It's the worst feeling in the world when you get back to a hotel and it's like, oh yeah, your room's not there. Oh Jesus Christ!
I think it's only happened to me once in Louisville when we went over to see like family friends, and it was a long day. We went to the hotel, and the hotel was just like, "No, I haven't got you booked." And we were like, "But we had all the paperwork." And it's like, you do have us booked because this is everything. And they just looked through it, and they went away. And about 2 hours later, they found a room for us. Wow. But that's, you know what I mean? Generally, hotels are terrible with bookings. But well done, Jamie.
Well done, Jamie.
At least, to be fair, you made it through. So
I mean, it was all right. It went too bad. Yeah. But the worst thing, we said, "Oh, can we have an extra duvet?" Because then they said, "Oh, yeah, we'll give you a duvet." And they just brought me up another bed sheet. I was like,
what?
So, well.
Oh, well. Good story, though. That's funny.
But all in was all right, though. I did enjoy. I know when we sat, first of all, it wasn't that great. But we moved around to the other view. I thought it was a nice view from there. The rest of the show, atmosphere-wise, is really good. I don't think it felt like there was 40,000 less people in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think on the left-hand side, where the cameras are, so you don't obviously see the lack of people. I was like, because we sat over that side last year, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And I was a bit like, that is quite a big gaping hole, to be honest. And there was obviously a lot of other black part they've removed basically.
It was more of a spectacle last year.
Yeah,
it was less. It was more like just like an average kind of wrestling show. It was still a lot of people, but it wasn't that big spectacle. It was the first.
It was more the numbers, wasn't it? Last year?
This is my chat with Johnny from. He said it on the CFP as well, but like, it's just since Punk left, like it was more of a corporate environment that they tried to foster. It was more of a business, WWE orientated kind of show structure, and I think they've just turned it into a big indie show, like the biggest indie show you'll ever see in your life. And it's very reminiscent to what All In was originally, right? When they first started. So they've gone back to their roots. Does it fit as the antagonist to WWE with regarding, or in some respect, maybe the protagonist to WWE? But ultimately, is there still a market for big indie shows, for a TV show that is predominantly a big indie show? I'm not sure there is. I think it was tried and tested, and I don't think it really fits the mold. The reason that WWE has the longevity that it has is because they've worked out what the mold is. And I just don't know if what AEW is doing has longevity to it, is sustainable. It just feels, in some regards, as a big mess a lot of the time. I enjoyed the show, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of the show was very good. A lot of the wrestling, the spots, some of the storyline, not all of it. But it just feels really bloated with the amount of multi-man matches that they have, which they didn't. They didn't have that last year, if you think about it, like comparison to what it was last year. This year, it was like 8 on 8, 3 on 3 on 3 on 3, a gauntlet match. It just felt like they were just throwing people at it to see what would stick.
Yeah.
And I don't know. For me, I enjoy it, but is it a pale comparison to what they were heading to? I don't know. I've never wanted AEW to be WWE, don't get me wrong. But I just don't think they know what they are right now.
No, I do think WWE is such a totally different product, and I don't think anyone can ever compete. Like, there's no way you can ever be level with them. Like, you can be a good number 2, but you'll still be a mass away from them. But I think I do think there's a market for AEW in a way that they can be that super indie fed. I just think they need to figure out how they want to be perceived on a national stage. Like, do they want to be perceived as that, or do they want to be perceived as a competitor to WWE? Yeah. And I think that's just what they need to try and find now, isn't it now? But, yeah, I mean, I watched the show back this week and I actually thought it actually was better watching it back on TV. And there's so many little details that you miss live. And I think that's that live experience, isn't it, that you kind of lose. But the main event was really, really good watching that back again. Yeah,
I
so
still
if you
not
haven't seen
have
it back, I definitely would.
Well, that's the thing. I've not seen it back yet, Jamie. I really do need to watch it. I was going to watch it tomorrow. I just haven't had time this week, so I am really looking forward to it. Jamie, did you like watching it back? Was it?
Yeah,
did it feel like a different show a bit?
Yeah, massively.
Okay.
And I mean, I missed 2 of the matches. I went out to go and get some food, so I missed Mercedes' match, which again wasn't that great, you know. Yeah, and Jericho and Hook, I didn't see that either. So, I mean, they're fun. Obviously, Taz doing his bit, you know, that was quite cool to watch that back.
Yeah,
but it's just those moments again, just seeing reaction to stuff that you don't get in the stadium, like Nigel McGuinness's entrance and seeing that again, or seeing how Ricochet reacted when he first come out and stuff. It's just those moments. It's quite nice to hear the crowd and like actually take that in again.
I'm not a massive Nigel McGuinness fan. I never have been since the days of spiky blonde hair.
Blonde tips.
But that pop was one of the biggest pops I've ever seen, to be honest. Brock returning is the biggest pop I've ever seen, but that was very good.
I think especially that everyone knew instantly who it was as soon as that guitar riff started, and like no one, and that's that same super indie thing. It's that reliance on knowing that people will know these theme tunes and where they come from.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Nigel McGuinness on the Indies like beforehand? And like,
no, only watching. Never.
No, I've never seen
TV back in the day. But
yeah,
when I say TV, like DVDs and stuff like that. But never, never live.
No, I was trying to figure out if I'd seen him like when he'd done the TNA tours, but I don't think I ever have either. So
what is Desmond Wolfe?
Desi Wolfe, yeah.
Desi Wolfe.
But no, it was all good. It was good.
Yeah, it was quality. We were talking a lot today about how weird the women's stuff was, because it was like, that sounds really chauvinistic of me, but
didn't say shit. You said weird.
Yeah, but it was. The thing is like, obviously I think a lot of complaints I heard from people was just like the hater return was on the pre-show, so everyone was like, "What's gone on there?" And then hater to come back to then feud with Paige seemed a bit weird, and then Britt losing to Monet, and then Monet and Camille. Is it Camille?
Yeah,
Is it Camille? Them not beating up Britt and hater coming out on the main show to save her.
Yeah,
I know that like there's backstage BS about them not liking each other. I'm sure there is that there, but it just feels like
they'd been working together like so 15 months is how long she's been out for.
Yeah,
and they had been working together like just before that. So it would have made sense what you're saying, and it made fucking zero sense the way they did it.
Yeah,
but that's the thing, like,
stuff.
And in even more retrospect, why didn't they do Monet Page? Because there's history there.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I was just like, there's obviously reasons behind all of this, and we're not to know. But that for me, like, storylines just go out the window. Like, there's no history, like all the history. It's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? We're just going to start from scratch. It feels like, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, even if you keep, there was basically three things: the hater thing, then the 2 women's matches. Even if you keep them all the same, just chop up the way that they were, put into the show. It just made no sense. I get what people are saying, that after the MJF Ospreay match, you needed like a downtime because it was a long match. People, go out to get stuff to eat and stuff. But
Monet Britt shouldn't be the down match, man.
This is what I'm going to say.
Exactly.
It's like you're setting them up to fail straight away by putting them in that spot.
The triple threat, like the triples tag team thing, like the trios. Yeah. Put the ladder match they had. Put that there.
Yeah.
Put the gauntlet match there. Put something there. I don't know, man. I'd spot on, Chris.
Or do the page skit then,
Yeah.
It's very peculiar.
I don't know.
Strange.
Very weird.
Because we did say on the night as well that we thought the coffin match felt really short. I thought that was so over, but obviously that's come out this week that they actually had to shave time off because they had to be out by 10. So that explains why that match was kind of like done and dusted quite quickly.
Well, it was just a squash match in the end, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. But it makes me wonder how long it would have been.
Battered him. I loved it, don't get me wrong. I thought it was a great match. But, yeah. I don't know.
And also, obviously, Dave Meltzer's 5 stars always gets a bit of a questioning, but I think he only gave Tony Storm and Mariah 1.5 stars. And I thought, actually, that was a better match than I thought it was, actually. That seemed quite good watching it back.
I thought it was, the only thing with
the stairs
that
was cool.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty. Was when Mariah slapped her own mum.
Yeah.
What the fuck
I
was
didn't realise at the time.
I thought it was Tony Storm's mum or something.
No, it was her own mum, wasn't it?
Yeah. Slap your own mum for.
See, I'm not a massive Mariah fan, but I found it really weird that they gave 3 Brits the belts on the night. I think that was... I disagree with all of them, to be honest. I think Timeless Tony Storm is a great champion. Keep that belt on her. She's done nothing wrong. To have Mariah May, what's she going to do? You know what I mean? She's not going to elevate, I don't think, anyway. MJF losing to Will, obviously, that makes more sense maybe than anything else because MJF won the first match.
But you were adamant that wasn't going to go down that way, weren't you? You were like sat down the whole time. And
You were done, yeah.
I wasn't happy, to be honest. I was not happy about that. And Jamie made why didn't they do Coming to America?
Oh, mate.
You know what I mean? His intro should have been Coming to America. Coming to America.
Yeah.
Is it Coming to America?
They're living in America.
Live in America. Coming to America is
Eddie Murphy, wasn't it?
Eddie Murphy. Living in America. The Apollo Creed entry. I've had a bottle and a half of cider, guys. Leave it.
I mean,
that was,
I'm sure Tony must have been looking at it because there's no way you would have the American flags, the big top hat, the jacket, the short boots, like everything was there for Apollo Creed. Like he must have just not been able to secure that financial rights for it, but it is what it is. But that was written there for that, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I did like the final countdown for Daniel Bryan coming out though. That was very cool. That was one of the best entrance music hits that I don't think I'd ever hear in my life. So that was very cool.
That was really good. Have you guys seen Dynamite this week or seen anything from Dynamite?
Seen like little clips and stuff, but
okay.
D. Bryan saying, "I'm staying until I lose the belt," basically.
Yeah.
Which
So
could be actually
a week next Wednesday then.
Yeah, which it could be, couldn't it? That's what I was going to say. Do you think they'll do a quick, instead of him vacating the belt, do you think they'll do a quick bait and switch and put it on Jack Perry?
I don't know.
I think he'll have it for a while.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
Till the end of the year, maybe.
End of the year.
Yeah,
New Year's
November.
resolution and revolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Something like that.
cause they're building into that, and they've now announced Paige and Swerve in a cage match for All Out, which should be another great match. I hope those two never finish that feud. I hope it's like a continuation that just lasts forever, and like they
so
just hate
good,
each other
isn't it?
forever.
It's so believable that they actually hate each other.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then you've got the whole stuff of Mox and Marina Shafir and stuff going through now, so we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, I mean, AEW seems to be in a fairly good place TV-wise. It seems to have gone back a little bit, so as it was, say, 6 months ago. But yeah,
That's the thing. I don't know if they know what they want to be.
No,
Like the direction, and I'm enjoying the ride. Don't get me wrong, and there's ups and downs like a roller coaster at the minute. But yeah, I kind of fear for the next evolution of AEW because we've obviously seen a massive drop off in a year. Look at All In. Look at the attendance to All In. Look at the drop off. Look how many big wrestlers don't wrestle there now. Forbidden Door next year will be interesting to see where they put it, how many people attend for it. You know what I mean? It'll be It'd be different. Debating whether or not I'll go to it, though. We'll see. I say every year now. I'm like, don't know.
What if Edge is there next year at Forbidden Door?
But that's the thing, though. Like, I placed my money on this year going, I'm going really just to see Edge, and he didn't show up, so injured. So, I don't know.
Edge and Christian next year, mate. Tag team champs.
Yeah, maybe. Young
Bucks versus Edge and Christian. That's going to happen.
We need to move on to the Bash, but behind the curtain, the Bash is actually currently ongoing right now. So, I mean, we were going to give some predictions, but
I'll make some predictions.
Do you want to make some predictions?
Yeah, I'll predict that Cody Rhodes is going to beat Kevin Owens.
Oh, really? That's a shocker, isn't it?
I reckon, and Jade and Bianca are going to beat Ida.
See, I really didn't see that happening, but
no.
I guess I can't go against it now. It's been on.
It's
pretty stupid, but you know.
No, I think it's going to be I don't think there's going to be any shockers, really, is there? Like, you've only just done all the belt changes 2 or 3 weeks ago, didn't you?
So CM Punk was just one. Spoilers for everyone listening to this. You should have watched it. But CM Punk just won the strap match.
Okay.
And then they've got the mixed tag just about to start now.
Did CM Punk enter the ring to AFI, or did they not do that?
I'm not listening to it. I've got it down by my left hand side, so I can see what's going on. But I'm more enjoying talking to you boys than watching it. It's been a lot better than SmackDown was last night. Jesus Christ, it's terrible. Oh, it was like watching paint dry. It was really bad. Like the talent pool without the big people in it. The talent pool on SmackDown is really tough, to be honest, I think.
SmackDown really feels like it's in a holding pattern now, ready for them to move over back to USA. Like, I just feel like it's dropped off the face of the earth compared to how hot it was, a couple of months ago. It
was hard to watch last night. It really was.
Netflix,
I was on Cartrix's break, and what they had it on in the background, and I was watching it, and I was just like, "This is just a hard watch, man." Like, I know the Bash is going to be good, but SmackDown not so much. Das Smackers, not the best, not the best. All right, well, come on, let's move across then. Let's do some cards. Let's do some cards. So Panini Prizm 2024 Hobby, Retail, Undercard, and Premium. They're all live. They're all in the wild, guys. Go get some. Not so much in the UK, but there's lots of stuff in America, and there's lots of breaks going on. So Premium came out. That went on the Dutch auction. It started at 1.5k Mickey, and it went for 450 Mickey Mouse in the end.
Yeah.
So Mickey Mouse dollars, I mean. So in the Premium, you get a full box of the base, and every card is 199, and it's the Pandora design again. The little boxes, and you also get 5 cards out of 5 in a gold Pandora cards. So I think they look really nice.
Do you know? Have you seen any of this opened or anything? Because I'm just wondering if you can get autos with the to 5s, or is it just?
No, it was just a base.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame.
Yeah. So I was in a break where I watched 4 boxes open, and I saw 20 gold cards come out.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
One of them, sadly, Jamie, was very fun.
Oh no, you said that. And I think the spots only went for $2 or $3 each.
Yeah, it went for nothing. Literally,
isn't it?
The thing is, it's typical though, isn't it? Because I looked for you, I gave the screenshot. I was like, "Oh mate, we missed out of that," and then it comes up. So that's sod's law, man.
Hey,
so, is it worth 450? If you hit one of the big out of 5s, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I think a full base set, if you were to try and buy a full base set of up to 199, I think that would still be cheaper than $450 regardless. It'd be a challenge, but I think if you want an easy run, I think I wouldn't be wanting to pay $1,500, but you'd be more inclined to wait up, let's say, to see if you could get some big hits to the fives and make your money back that way.
The thing is, when we say it's like $450, that's when it's sold out.
Yeah.
So you still pay, like, that's like when the last box gets sold.
Yeah, so a lot of people would have paid a lot more than $450 for it. Yeah,
exactly. So I don't know, man. What I love is that there is another optional extra to the product, and I love that. This is why I like the lucky envelopes and stuff like that come in Asia. I just like that little something extra that feels like a little bit of a different chase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is weird that, like, so when I did that break, I had Earthquake in 4 premium boxes. So regardless of what I ended up with, I knew that I'm getting 4 out of 199s.
It's quite a good idea, actually, isn't it? Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? So, like, you're coming away with something, even though it's not much, but...
No, that's a good shout. Yeah,
something. So, that's cool. I like the way they do it. I think that's one of the big things I'm going to miss from Panini going forward, I think. So Panini SummerSlam Instas came out. Instas. So we had base and autos. So Dom and Liv were the big one. That was to 10 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
You also, they're all 10 and 1, right? So you had Liv by herself, Nia, Drew, Gunter, Cody. I think Cody was quite cheap, actually, if I remember rightly, for the out of 10 anyway. And then just base, so no auto version, you had Roman and Braun, which I'm surprised that there was no Braun auto one. I would have obviously got that. And it was because it's his championship win. I was surprised they're not doing autographs from him. Did we get any, boys?
Negative.
No, I didn't either. I was, we were quite quick actually looking at these, weren't we? I would say, I thought the Dom and Liv, the price of it, I think was $99. Like, that was a really good price for the dual auto.
Really quick.
They were gone, like, within a couple of minutes of them going live.
I did try and get one.
I definitely would.
Yeah? Sorry, James?
No, because I definitely think I would have done as well. Had I gone on there at 8 o'clock, I would have tried my best to get that for $100.
Yeah.
It was a good shot as well, actually. So,
well, the thing is, I knew I could have probably. That's the kind of card you buy, you can spin quite easily anyway if you wanted to, because it's just there's so many people that would have taken that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. All of those sold out quite quickly, to be honest.
Did you go for a Braun or anything, Dave?
That's the thing. Like, my mind was like, I'd rather go for the Dom and Liv because it's like a really special card. I didn't go. If I would have gone for one, it would have been a 1-1. But I keep saying it. Then I don't want my first Braun 1 of 1 to be the instant.
Yeah.
Even if I keep calling it Insta, I like it. Even if it's like his saying like he's won the belt for the first time, etc. I still don't want my first 1-1 to be that, because even though I do see them as 1-of-1s, they're not
as valuable.
They're not products.
They're not pulled, are they? 1-of-1s, no.
So, other than that, Ethan Page rookie logo was removed from NXT Heatwave Instance.
Yeah, where do you boys stand on this exactly?
I'm glad that they removed it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm pleased. It has to be. There's no way that should have been really deemed as a rookie card,
This is the unpopular opinion, though, isn't it? Have you seen online, like, everyone I've seen pretty much wanted the rookie card logo, and people even saying, it's grounds for being able to return it because, it's been shown as one thing and then sold as something else.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
I would have been pissed off because I tried to get the 1-on-1 of this, didn't I?
I tried to get it to 5, yeah.
And I think if I would have got the 1-on-1, I think I would have been pissed that it didn't come with the rookie card logo, because it's more I see it more of an error card because it's not his rookie year. You know what I mean? His rookie year.
It's like an oddity card, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like
it
something
is.
dumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, the thing is, I think what you have to realise though is that the mock-up that you see may not be the final. Like we've seen it with Obafemi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Final image.
It's not the final image.
And I'm sure they have that small print somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm sure it says it.
Well, I thought that was like a known thing that like they've shown like Don Russ with Roman with a rookie.
What was it? Rey Mysterio spelled R-A-Y. Do you know what I mean? Things are going to change. So.
Well, even the autos that they have on their little mock-ups, they never look like the actual autos. They just take, the full name. So, I mean, it's one of these tough things. I think it's the right call to do, but if you were going to make that decision come print anyway, don't make sure the mock-up hasn't got it on in the first place. I don't know, it just seems a bit of a weird thing to have done, really. But
thing is, the way I look at it, though, is that when you go into McDonald's and you go up to the counter and you say, I want that burger, you never get that fucking burger, do you? Like, that burger never comes.
No, that burger doesn't exist.
You know what I mean? That burger may have a rookie card logo on it, but when you get it, whack whack.
You said that, though, about the rookie card being important for people. It didn't inspire the print run, though, did it? The print run was still very, very low. So
yeah, it was like 80 or something like that.
Yeah,
like
so people didn't jump
at
at it, did they? So...
But then I saw people saying that, and again, I think I like wrote something out and then thought I can't bother to get into this. But but you think I tried for fucking half an hour to get one of them cards, and I couldn't. So you know about print runs, if their site had been working, the print run might have been much higher. So
talking of that time, that was the time I got the Obafemi out of 10.
Yes,
and that's come. And it's a lovely card. I think this is my first auto. I've had base
nice
ones
auto,
before,
isn't it?
but this is my first autograph instant that I've had.
Yeah. Same. I got the Roxanne the same day.
They're smart, man. They really are smart.
It's like they've done more effort for the instants. Do you think like the autos just seem a lot nicer, not rushed?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it like elevates it. The red, it's the red, white, and blue. The auto on there,
blue, yeah.
I think it's proper smart, to be honest. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Right, we move on. So AEW, we haven't really got much news that we're going to talk about this time round. Sorry if you're expecting us to go through a checklist today, but AEW flagship Series 4. That one's for Billy. 2024. It is 2024. It will be coming out on the 11th of the 9th, apparently. I still think that's the date. I haven't actually checked over the last couple of days. I still think that's the date. So we are getting it soon. We have had a checklist, but we're going to go... I think, other than saying, guys, have you seen some photos and have you seen the checklist?
Yeah.
Chris, Jamie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the checklist.
It is the night. It is... the 11th, yeah.
That's confirmed, isn't it now?
Yeah. Initial thoughts?
I like it. I like the comic book inserts. I know, Dave, you're not a fan of those, but yeah, they're heroes and heroines. Yeah, really like that.
Seen them in a lot of other sport, like a lot of other like football things and basketball things.
Net Marvels and stuff. Yeah. I like them as well. So
yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward just to seeing sort of updated images of people, if that makes sense, and just kind of like moving forward with the AW line more than anything, really. I feel like we've been in this kind of like, we said before about like who were the champs for stuff and things like that. It's just nice to see it move forward and hopefully see a bit more updated in the roster, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We've only got a couple of weeks, haven't we? So
yeah, we'll get there. It'll be out soon. So the plan is, when it comes out on the next show, Jamie's going to do a product breakdown, go through the checklist, have a review of what we've seen, what we haven't seen, etc.
Well, we should, in theory, if that stays on the 11th, we should have that episode out by the end of that week. So in theory, we should have seen some breaks by then as well. So
hopefully. So Black Diamond and Allure, obviously Black Diamond of the year, Allure at the start of next year, but I don't know, guys. We'll see. All in match dated moments. I was going to do the predictions, but we've delayed the show because of Jamie's COVID. So they are out. So, Chris, do you want to go through the images?
Yeah, sure. So 6 cards total. Your base was Pac, but, Pac mid-air, and there's about 20 other guys below him. You have Mariah May. Yeah, all with their backs to you. Mariah May flying through the air. Now, Jamie, you said about this one, you were surprised they didn't do the title, but she's covered in blood. So I'd imagine that's why they didn't do the title.
In that match day moment, though.
There is, a little bit, but it's not as in your face, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree, though. I would love to have seen the title with the bloody face. That would have been home run. But next one is Christian Cage with his title shot. And then Jack Perry with some real glass. And then the silver was Will Ospreay in his Assassin's Creed pants and his title. And the gold, which Jamie has been trying to get, is Daniel Bryan and my boy Swerve.
So I was going to say, did anyone get any?
Anyone do any?
Yeah.
We'll start with you guys.
Well, I got the easiest one here because I got one.
What'd you get?
Thing is, I wanted the Jack Perry card. I like a bit of Jack Perry since he's come back. So I wanted the one, and I was hoping either Jack Perry or do they do the base and the gold together?
No. So these ones are the special edition ones, so they're different. So the normal...
Chris, sorry. I know that because I got the gold.
Oh, nice.
No, what?
No, I didn't. Say
I got
Jamie's face.
I know. I got the Jack Perry.
Oh, excellent.
Oh,
and I was like,
that's still really good.
I'm one and done. Thank you very much.
Well done.
It's the only card I wanted out of all of them, really. Other than if I would have got the gold, I'd have been happy. But I was like, damn, I'm cool.
You got me there.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought you kept a little secret.
Little pranks. Go on, Jamie. What did you get, man?
No, so I changed. So in the past, I've bought multiple packs, and I thought, okay, I'll do the whole lot in a binge. I took the one pack method, which we've been using for a lure. I thought I'll do that and kind of done it every couple of minutes. I ended up with 2 Jack Perrys, 2 Mariah Mays, and 1 pack out 5 packs. So not a great run there. So I've done a trade with Chris, and then that's kind of brought that base up a little bit. I still need a Christian, but I'll get that. It's not the end of the world. But as always, any event I go to, I always want to try and get all of the cards from the event. So I will try and still push and try and see if I can get a gold. Maybe I might buy another pack later in the week or something. But if anyone does want to do a trade for a gold, I've got basically nothing is off limits in my e-pack. So
I thought you was going to say I've got basically nothing, but
no, I've got
nothing, man. I got absolutely nothing.
I've got nothing left. No, I've got nothing is off limits. I don't care about what's in that e-pack if I can get a trade from it. So anyone that wants to do a deal, just reach out. There's some low numbered cards in there and stuff. So, but yeah, I really think the images, they could have picked a few more different images. I think Christian is a bit of a lackluster image to have for the gauntlet. No. I mean, I know they want all the winners of the matches in, but you could have had some really good, stuff like that, couldn't you? I don't know. There's lots of images you could have had.
You could have had Jamie Hayter returning, or
of course, Jamie Hayter returning. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. But
I mean, I did 4 to start, and I got 3 of the base, and one of them was a double. Then I did another 2 and got the remaining 1 base card I needed, and the Will Ospreay silver.
Nice.
So. I'm not bothered about that Daniel Bryan card, so I'm not gonna continue to go after it. No.
To be honest, boys, if you think about it, they're going to be 2 cents in a couple of months anyway. Definitely. So, I don't even think that the golds and the silvers held that much in the secondary market these days. So,
no, more to come on that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my mindset with match day moments is, I know that I would normally, you see the gold now are going for between $40 and $50. my mindset, if I've spent between $30 and $40 and I haven't hit a gold yet, then it's not worth it anymore my time, you know.
I think you're right. Yeah.
And if you do get a gold, then that's all good. You've only covered what you would have paid out for in the first place. So yeah, that's it really.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's the end of the all-in lot then. So, apart from CEO of Leaf, Josh Pankow has left.
Didn't last.
Done well, didn't he?
After a year. So, he's done well.
Yeah. I mean, what legacy has he left? He hasn't done anything too controversial, has he? He's just had a very mundane year, hasn't he?
Perhaps that's why.
He rocked up,
maybe.
put out a few cards and
done the Dwayne, and that was it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, it's Leaf's just like there's hardly any products coming out of them at the minute either as well since all of this. No. So I don't know. I haven't heard who's taking over or anything like that. So never the mind. Okay, we'll move on anyway. It's Jamie's Corner. Jamie's Corner.
COVID Corner.
For you, Jamie. COVID Corner. Pangolin Corner. Jamie, over to you, man.
That's Captain Chaos's mascot, Pangolin. Right, in the corner, I just want to go back in time. So you may have noticed on the archive feed, I've been putting up some classic SCR clips from the last few years, which is I know we've got sort of quite a few new listeners come on since we've been doing stuff more with card tricks and kind of we've been out there a bit more. So I thought it'd be quite good to put some backstory and stuff for people who may not, know what went on about Margaret or Eddie Kingston and that kind of thing. Five times. So
camels.
we've had camels, yes.
Yeah, going back. That's going back a while. That is.
So I mean, they're going to be dropping every 2 or 3 weeks. So we've had a couple drop down already, but I've got a load of clips already lined up. So look out for those dropping in the feed over the next few weeks. But yeah, we've had a couple come through. I think we've got Chris's loftboard story coming up very soon.
Oh God.
So yeah, we've got a few things lined up, but that'll be coming soon. But I wanted to, as I've been going through doing these clips, I remember when we first started, we were trying to do the Superstars top set. I'm trying to figure out what autos were actually in the wild or what may still be out there and all that kind of thing. And I want to revisit that now. We've got a few more people listening and different people from different groups. So ultimately, when Topps had the final set here in the UK with that big Superstars set with a massive auto checklist with basically a massive sticker dump, I was compiling an Excel spreadsheet and going through what we've seen on the market, what people have pulled, and ultimately there's like over half we've never seen at all. So if you have pulled any of those autos, I'd want to try and see if we can actually see what would still be out there should any stock appear, or what do we look out for, what is available. A bit like the Tides tracker, isn't it? The 101 tracker.
Yeah.
This is basically our version of that for the Superstars. So yeah, I just want to sort of relife that. So if you have got any Superstar autos other than Kofi Kingston and Samoa Joe, like all these ones that we kept seeing, then let me know, because I just want to try and track where we are, and that's kind of, I want to reopen that really over the next few months. So
Ty's the person I got my White Sparkle Dolph 101.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Sorry.
So yeah, so that was pretty much what I want to look at really, is just trying to relife that a little bit. So I'll put a post up and I'll share the current setup. I think we've got like over 80 that we've never even surfaced, like even the 99s have never been seen.
Yeah.
They'll be out there somewhere.
Interested to see that, because I saw one the other day. I've saved it on my phone, so I'll check that if it's been seen or not. Sergeant Slaughter, I think it was.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I've seen The Miz as well. Do you want to check those, Jamie, while we're on? Slaughter and The Miz. Yeah, check them while we're on, mate.
I'll have a look. Yeah, that's fine.
There you go.
But it's interesting. Look, I mean, what gets me more anything with this set is it was out around the same time as Slam Attack's Chrome, and that crops up all the time. But Superstars doesn't. Like, you don't see any boxes.
But
and
that's it. Nowhere's got the. We know where the stock of Slam Attack's Chrome is. We know who took it all. But I've never really seen like a big company or anyone have that stock. I've seen a few like German sites, and there's still a few in Germany and Europe. But yeah, you're right.
It went dry quick though, didn't it?
Yeah, there's no like really, Black Friday sale or anything, was there? So
I agree with you.
So yeah, a little task. But
it's such a good set though. I mean, it's Gigi's rookie card.
Yeah.
It's LA Knights rookie card. I don't want to say that, but I think it probably is. The crystal, I still think the crystal is probably one of the best inserts that there has ever been. The autographs are actually lovely as well. I pulled the Nikki ASH out of 50. That's lovely.
Nice.
It's a beautiful card that they did. So I've got a lot. Honestly, I do have a lot of love for that set, but as I say, you just can't get it anywhere.
Right, I've just had a quick look at my list, so we've got 26 out of 83 seen.
Right, it's not even half.
No, it's not even half. And I mean, there's lots of dupes that we've seen loads of times. Now, Sergeant Slaughter, I've seen the 25 on eBay, so that's there. Miz, I haven't got that listed anywhere, so I will put Miz down. If you can show me the evidence, I'll put it on.
It's on eBay, but.
Oh, it's on eBay, is it?
Just go have a look on eBay.
You have to show it.
The Miz.
I've got to show it.
It's like the Guinness World Records or something.
I'm pretty sure I've got a photograph of it. The Guinness Book of World fucking Records.
Oh dear. No,
when I saw it, I did think, like, I don't know if Jamie's actually seen this one yet. I
kind of thought a similar thing, and I was like, I don't know if Jamie still like tracks this, so I'm just going to shut up. I'm not going to bother messaging, but there you go.
That is funny.
It was only since we were going, I was doing for these classic clips, and I thought, actually, I need to have a look at this and figure out where we're at. But I always put down who told me what it was or who was listed it, so you can see how many of each has been seen as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll keep on top of that. But yeah, 26 out of 83.
I've got it. I got out of 10 Miz.
Oh, that's a low one. All.
Yeah.
Is it expensive? Or?
Well, I've just found the picture of it.
Okay.
I mean, they're normally ridiculous.
Don't worry.
I'll try and find it. Go on, Jamie.
No, that's what I was going to say. Just don't tell me if you've got any Kofi Kingstons, because there's so many Kofi Kingstons. That was like the big dump when you bought it, weren't in the first place.
Yeah, 150.
You got the free auto with the box, didn't you?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I've got a couple.
150 it's on for.
Wow.
UK eBay as well.
Brian Lyons, one for you there.
The Miz. Okay,
nice,
cool.
So that's it. Nothing else in the corner, really.
Nice one. No. Well, let's regress from the corner and let's move over to Chris's Nook.
Cool, right. Nook time. So, Jamie, you picked last time, even though you lost. You chose not pictured but named on the card. And it was our first time where we had two of the same cards. We hadn't had that happen at all. So we both chose the Kofi and Xavier Woods. And there's no Kofi on the card. And Dave, you had the Shield and Daniel Bryan, but no Ryback, whereas he was named on the card. Yeah. And there was no Roman, was it? Or there was no Seth from the Shield?
There was no Seth.
No Seth.
And there's all backs to the card as well. There's no front faces or anything.
Yeah.
It's a truly terrible card. So...
No love.
I'm not going to lie, this whole section didn't really get much love this week.
No.
Not many votes at all. So, Dave, you got zero votes over there.
Well, there you go.
I'm shocked by that. Me and Jamie both said that was going to win. Yeah, I thought that was a really good choice.
That's all right. It's all right.
Jamie, you got 4 and I got 5. So, I pipped you to the post there.
Oh, nice.
And one thing I will say is, I thought at one point that it was a draw. I thought we both got the same. So if that happens in future, I'll look to see if there's any double voters, because you did actually have a double voter as well, Jamie. So cool. So there you go. I win.
Nice.
There you go. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
What's the tally, Lloydie?
Well, I've got it written here.
It's not my segment.
No, Lloydie normally knows that, didn't he?
So actually, on the last episode, I did listen back to try and find this out, and Lloydie did answer it. So, Lloydie, you said 4.5 to 3.5 to 3, and I think it was me on 4.5, Dave, you're on 3.5, and Jamie was on 3. So now it's 5.5 to 3.5 to 3.
No, it's not. It was the other way around.
Well, it was Dave on 4.5.
Yeah, I was 4.5. So we're
now we're tied.
Each.
And Jamie,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm flanking
3. Cool. That means I choose. So
yes.
I am going
to go something better. Sorry, Jamie, but please get something better.
Fashion.
Huh?
Fashion.
Fashion. Oh,
Fashion
this
faux
is sort of
pas,
topics I like.
fashion,
Yeah.
whatever you want.
This is like an origins Chris's Nook. This is just a random topic. That sounds good.
Random word. So,
Okay.
and yeah, I mean, if we can get them done quick, excellent. If not, no one cares anyway. So it's fine. That's it from my Nook this week.
Okay.
Cool fashion.
I think I know what I'm going for. I don't know. I don't know.
Your
Okay.
grey matter's going.
Yeah. All right. So, we'll move over to the President's Hole. So, hello. Welcome to the President's Hole. Jamie, can I have the song this week, Mr. Big? What's the song title? Mr. Big.
Mr. Big Stuff by Gene Knight.
No, Mr. Big, To Be With You. You'll know the song.
I know To Be With You, yeah.
There you go.
I thought you were going to do something Oasis based. I was like,
No. Well, I was gonna ask you later to put Fucking in the Bushes on. Sorry, Margaret. Sorry, Fucking in the Bushes, Sorry, Margaret at the front of the show. So, if it is there, great. If it's not, Jamie's forgotten. So, we'll see. So, hello, welcome to my hole. Only $10.40. I'm not doing Liberator of the Week at the minute. I wanted to do it this past week. I just haven't had time. So I'll try and put it in when I can, and we'll just see what happens. The President's Hole presents though $10.40, and this week we had Adam Anwar. Adam, over to you.
$10.40 to spend on any wrestling cards that I want. Thank you so much, Lloydie, for the challenge. Thank you so much more for not even telling me about it and it being a surprise when I listened to it. And thank you even more, Chris, for pointing out, hey, what if he's just listening to this and he just hears it and he's not actually been told about it? Well, yeah, that happened, Chris. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. Right, so here we go. $10.40. So I'm starting off with a lot of 3 Rockers 1989 cards. It's I think it's 2 of the 81 and 2 and 118. Those are the Shawn Michaels rookies, and that came to $4.89. Then I had 2 Ultimate Warrior rookie cards from 1990. It's the one where he's shaking the ropes. That came to $2.24. It was kind of a buy one, get one kind of deal. And then I got the MJF match dated moments from Full Gear in 2023, was that? When he won the title? No. 2022 maybe. Either way, whenever he won the title, I was there in New Jersey. I was there for that moment, but I did not have the card, so I picked that up, the silver. It's number 29, and that was $2.34. So that came to a grand total of $9.47, which, if my maths is correct, I've got 93 cents left to play with, which I'm just going to chuck into the air and volley into the sea, I think. But yeah, there we go. It's 3 Shawn Michaels rookie cards, 2 Ultimate Warrior rookie cards, and an MJF from when he won the title at Full Gear.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Adam. I apologise for nothing. The problem is he was in Edinburgh anyway. I didn't want to bother him. I waited until he was ready, you know.
We just wanted to surprise us for his train journey back to Bolton,
exactly.
I bet he went white as a sheet.
Yeah. But no, he did really well. I like the fact, like, you can just tell that Adam is very much a collector at heart.
He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
He knows his stuff. He's getting those little gems for little bits of money here and there.
Prices,
I think it's
really good.
I think it's really cool, man. Very good.
Those Rockers cards, I think, are really underrated. I know that's the base, but it's unbelievable what you can even like graded card level to that. It's unbelievable priced.
Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah, great work, mate. Well done. So next time round, I'm working on it. I've asked someone. They haven't got back to me. You know who you are, Danny Tancredi.
He said he'd do it. He said he would.
He said he'd do it. We'll see. I have messaged him. I've messaged him about the Dolph IV as well. because it's like it's getting time, man. He wanted to buy it this year. He's saving up to come. The Tancredis are coming over to the UK next year, other than Johnny. So obviously he's at home, but I think his family are coming over. So
I'll drop Danny the voicemail link as well, so he's got that, so he can.
Yeah. So he just needs to actually read his messages and actually get back to me. He's too busy banging and slanging puss. Anyway, I'm sure it'll happen. If not, I'll have to find a contingency, $10.40. But we'll see. There's loads of people coming up. I want Gordo to do it. If Danny can't do it, I'll get Gordo to do it this time round, and if not, I'll get him to do it the following time. We'll see.
Gordo was all in with us.
He was, yes.
He was.
Very good. Very good. I did say I'd wear it. My Gordo t-shirt. Representing our listeners at All In. There is pictures. There is pictures of it. Yeah, there's pictures approved. We'll may make a relic out of it. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So that's it for my hole. I'll fill that in for this week. Move over to break. So this one, I struggled on break this week because we've obviously seen each other and stuff like that, and we've had a good old chat recently. We've seen each other. We need to go to our pub soon as well. That's been in the offing for a while. So we are talking to each other quite a lot. So it's difficult to talk about a certain area, really, just randomly, because we talk a lot about a lot, So, but I thought this week, we never really talked about public transport and commuting. Why not? Put that in a little break. There you go. I forgot it at the start, to be honest.
You said it.
Well done. Well, you can always dub over it. It's fine. So yeah, public transport, commuting. What's your flavours? I know, we all drive, right? But I'm sure you've had to use it potentially for work occasionally and stuff like that. I have stories.
God, I think you need to set the scene here. What made you want to do public transport then, Louis? What's the story?
I know. Well, I started to work in London in 2012, and I still work for a company in London, but I work from home most of the time. But I used to commute into London every day. So from Milton Keynes into Shepherd's Bush, so West London. And I used to get on trains, 2 trains there, 2 trains back. And so I spent about 3 hours commuting a day. Mm. And it was the most horrifically bizarre part of my life, I think. The mental people that go on trains, and the things that you see. I think I probably could start it off with one of the first times I ever went in the morning. So this is like quarter to 7 in the morning, getting on the train over to Shepherd's Bush. I sat down, this is exciting. Oh, brilliant. A woman sat in front of me.
Like a big boy.
Yeah, a woman sat in front of me. I thought, hello, she seems like an affable woman. Yeah, lovely. And then she decided to open a pot of curry and start eating it in front of me at
nice
quarter to 7 in the morning. And I was like, right. There was nobody else in this train compartment. There was nobody else around. She could have sat anywhere. She sat right in front of me eating this curry at quarter to 7 in the morning. I've just seen so many weird and wonderful things commuting wise. It's brilliant, but a lot of the time I hated it because I was kept on getting ill. I think I was ill like twice a month. I specifically remember a woman coughing in front of me while my mouth was open, and I remember her coughing into my mouth, and I was like,
hot air,
right. I remember the squeak, going there in the morning was fine because it was like people started filling up. So I always had a seat in the morning, and I always made sure it was like away from people, so I wouldn't be the ones of those of, oh, can I have the seat because I'm a 50-year-old woman? No. You had your chance, love. You had your chance. I just remember, like, in the evenings, it was terrible, like cramming into these horrible trains. The amount of excuses because of cancelled trains as well. Cancelled because of waiting. Like we all fucking are. Waiting for what?
Too many people on the platform was another cancellation, isn't it?
But there's obviously the horrific side of it as well. Like people, there's a lot of suicides, especially around London, and you know you're prevented going home, but you know it's just horrible stuff that goes on around there. It's just mad, really. I think it can consume you doing the commute, I think, especially into London, and I don't think it's for everyone, and I just think it's unless you've done it on a continuous basis, you don't know the how much you hate it. Really, it's really bad.
Definitely.
I think the novelty soon wears off. I mean, I had to do like a few weeks in London just before COVID, and was like, oh, this is exciting, going down, to London each day and getting the Metro paper and getting all the stuff and whatever. And then you realise actually by week 2, like, what a nightmare it is if your train gets missed or you miss your connection. I think, the novelty soon wears off, especially on an evening, where you want to get home and you can't get back.
Yeah, that's frustrating, isn't it?
I think the worst thing would be if you're a bus driver doing the last bus home from nights out. Like, looking back now, it must have been the pits having a busload of 18-year-olds getting the last bus back for an hour going up the guided bus. It must have been goddamn awful. It's not until you're on the last bus home and you haven't been on night out, you think, Jesus Christ, this is awful. The poor bastards must put up with so much stuff, on that last bus home. And like I say, that last stop, especially on the end of the line, there's always one person fast asleep on the back. You think, do I wake them up? Do I leave them be? What do you do with them, The
amount of time, when you say that with the sleeping, the amount of times I used to go out, like, I used to be a lot more of a social bee than I am now, especially like going out after work kind of thing. The amount of stories you hear from colleagues who've they've gone out, they've stayed for a couple of drinks too many, they've fallen asleep on generally the tube.
I love this.
They've gone all the way down the line and come in all the way back, and they're like, oh my God, like, what have I done?
My brother has. He's done that last year. He went on a stag do, and they were in London for the day. Went out all day, obviously, say drinking, went on the riverboat cruise and all that, and then he went to get on the train back to Peterborough, and that's a direct train from London. It goes via Farringdon and up it goes. But he got the last train and went southbound rather than northbound, and up in Brighton. So he had the rest of the Sunday in Brighton, and there was no trains back until Monday morning because there's all rail stuff. And it was like, Jesus Christ.
That's bad.
I mean, if you're living this way and you get to the end of the line, then it's all right to fall asleep. Then you know that someone will wake you up. But when you're mid-journey, mid-route, it must be awful, mustn't it? Waking up somewhere, you think, oh, my God.
Yeah, it's terrible. Chris,
I mean,
your thoughts?
It's in travelling to London from where I used to live in Kent. I did a month work experience at like a women's magazine, like a gossip magazine sort of thing. And I really enjoyed it at that point, but I was like 16, 17 and, it was like a fun experience. Whereas if I look at my dad, for instance, he actually quit or retired from work because of the travelling, because he was travelling from Black Horse Road in sort of East London right into central London. He just said it got to the point where he just couldn't do it anymore. He couldn't, all those things Dave was moaning about, like people eating random shit on there, taking their shoes off. It was all just starting to get to him too much. So he was like, main reason he went.
I saw someone read a calendar.
What the fuck?
I've got pictures of all of this, by the way. Like, read a calendar. But yeah, I can imagine that, like, especially with like London in London, right? Because like, it's mad, because my journey used to take just over an hour and 15 minutes on, right? That's like the travelling time. but not necessarily the waiting time.
Yeah.
You can add an extra 15, 20 minutes onto that.
Sort of each side, isn't it?
Yeah. But there's that. But the guy I used to work with predominantly through that 3.5 odd years that I did it like every day, he used to live in South London, and it used to take him longer to get into the office on West London than it did for me to come back from Milton Keynes.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's like with my, most recent job that I've had. I live probably 30-minute drive on most days, but in the morning I was leaving nearly 2 hours before I was supposed to start, and I'm just like, what am I doing here? I'm adding, all this extra time on I'm just sat in traffic. It was really frustrating. And I do not miss it in the slightest.
You can see why so many people changed their mind post-COVID about wanting to go back to the office, or a career change, or not commuting to London anymore, or even just like trying to work from home in a job that you can do that. Like, it just changed everyone's mindset on commuting. I know even
the thing is, I did it beforehand, mate. So of course, because I did it like 2013 to 2016, going into 2017, and I was working out. I was like wasting like 3 hours a day traveling, but there was times I was going into work, spending 5-6 hours on the phone trying to sort out issues at work, and I was like, well, what's the point? I could have done 5-6 hours in my own home. Knock all the travelling time off. I'm going into an office at the time that didn't have, this is not where I work now, but where I used to work a good couple of works ago. But they used to have like the seating, like dynamic seating. I can't remember what it's called now. So you don't own your own desk. Hot desking, yes, that's it. Yeah. Couldn't think of the word. I'm 2 ciders in. It was hot desking, and I just remember that there was a time where they were like, there's 2 of you in the team, we can give you 1 desk between the 2 of you.
No, mate.
And I was like, how's that going to work then? So where do I sit? And it was like, there's hot desks all over the place. So I was like, okay, cool, but it's not the same because nothing's ever your desk. And then I always had to come in, and I always like felt like I had to clean everything, because it was like everyone else had been sitting there
having their lunch there.
Yeah, it just felt really. I didn't feel like it was my working area, if that makes any sense. So, even before the pandemic happened, I'd already done 2-3 years. Actually, probably 2.5 years of working from home all the time after that. Which my boss didn't mind. He was just like, as long as the work gets done. And I think a lot of employee business relationships are kind of like that at the minute. It's that as long as the work's getting done and nobody's taking the piss, then
I think that's ultimately it. If you don't take the piss, it's all good, yeah.
Because they want it as well, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's
their cost goes down, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Saves them money.
Does, really. I think it helps with like mental health as well and stuff like that. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people still do. Like, my wife loves a busy working environment. She can't handle working from home all the time. It drives her nuts. So it's each to their own, really.
It is, and there's some people who really thrive off going to the office. I hate it. It's like sometimes the worst day of the week. We think, going that drive and everything else. When you get there, it's okay, but you kind of think there's still that build up of that anticipation of it. Whereas if I'm working from home, I know I can go out at lunch, I can do this, I can get a coffee when I fancy, whatever you need to do to take 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
But commuting. Don't love it.
There you go. All right. Well,
good for listening to podcasts, though.
Yeah, I do miss that.
I do miss that. I do miss that. This is like, I loved listening to Kevin Smith doing his podcast, Hollywood Babylon, especially. A lot of my humour comes from Kevin Smith, dick and fart jokes. But I missed that more than anything. Like, you listen to one when you go there, listen to one when you come back.
Yeah.
So you're doing 10 podcasts pretty much in a couple of days. You know what I mean? It's cool.
Yeah. Saving grace.
Right, let's move over then to purchases of the week. I'm going to go first this time around because I haven't bought a lot. The thing is, I'm trying to stagger it out now because I try not to buy much more now for the rest of the month because I've got a lot that I need to tell you guys about. So next time round, I'm going to talk about Kieran crosses and my immaculate hauls that I've gotten recently because it's just insane. I've done so well on it, so I will go through that. So now is more prominent the Prizm stuff. So I'll just let you know about the Prizm stuff I've got recently. I've done really shit. Jamie's really the only one who's done really well on Prizm out of all of us. And Jamie, well done, mate.
Well done, mate.
Awesome.
Thanks. Good.
So no. We're really like. I love it. I think it's great.
The horseshoe is definitely in my corner for this one. It hasn't been for a long while.
It is very in your corner right now. It's great. I did have one good break where I had, I think, yet again, like $6. Everyone cheap I seem to get recently seems to do well. I had Lexus King, and I got 2 of the WrestleMania parallels out 40 of him in 2 boxes consecutively. So WWE configuration at its finest. Amazing. Like we saw, were we on Chris's break the other night and 2 color blasts, 2 black Roman Reigns color blasts came out the same case.
Wow. Yeah, this Prizm's just been fucked, isn't it? I mean, there's been an NBA mosaic auto pulled and shit like that. So.
Well, Card Tricks have also pulled undercard in hobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so a couple of times I think.
Yeah. And there's been I saw one that was back-to-back Askas. I can't remember what the print was now, but there was back-to-back in the same pack, but 2 coloured numbered Aska cards. You think, my God, like it's crazy configuration.
Yeah. There's just the next big thing is the white colour blasts in blasters in retail.
Yeah.
There's been 2 confirmed ones of that now, so it's like
imagine.
Was it CM Punk is one, and is Alexa Bliss the other one?
Alexa,
yeah.
Or Liv?
Yeah.
No, was
Liv.
it?
No, Liv.
I think it was Liv.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was Liv.
But that you say about that Roman, just really quickly, we had the 2 black Roman colour blasts, and there's also a redemption also for Roman in that same box, wasn't there?
Something like that, yeah.
Crazy.
Was it?
It was a throwback, wasn't it? No, I think it couldn't have been because throwbacks are on.
Are they live? I don't think all of them are live. Are they?
No, there was definitely a Roman redemption in it anyway. But yeah, I was like, geez, crazy.
Anyway, so I think that was my biggest from breaks outside of Kieran for Prizm related stuff. I did have one big boy purchase, and I haven't told you boys about this. This is real. This is not me having a jokey. I did buy the best card in the set, in my opinion, and that's the Isle of Dawn.
Nice.
WrestleMania parallel.
Nice. That is
very
a
nice.
Good card, yeah.
Ironically, Chris from Card Tricks has got one of them as well, which he's selling on Sunday night on his singles night start for $1.
Nice.
So if you want to buy one as well, feel free to go on that as well. I do need to get the blaster, the cracked ice version of that. That came out on
sick.
Yeah,
that looks
amazing.
amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
I saw that on Chris's break last night. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
But I do think the Isle of Dawn card is the best card of the set. The WrestleMania 100%. Is the best parallel of the set. I think it's the best card of the set personally. So
there's always one card in these sets that just stand out.
Yeah,
it amazes me. Like it's such a crazy image to come across and find and think, oh, we can do something with this.
I think it was too good an opportunity to let go. Like when I saw it and it was a UK seller, it was not part of our community, I don't think. But I saw it and I was like, if I let this go, I'm going to regret it because I think it's and I spent some good money on it, and I'm just like, I think I will regret not getting it for that price because I think it will go up and up and up. So there's only 40 of them, so why not? So yeah, that was my big boy purchase. I don't think I've much out of like the other stuff I need to speak about. I've bought some AEW stuff. I've bought some, obviously, lots of Kieran and breaks and stuff like that. So we'll go through that in the coming weeks, I think. Not trying to spend much more over the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. Everyone keeps tagging me and stuff, going, Dave, what about this? And I go, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love that people do it. But it drives me insane sometimes when I'm trying to save a bit of money now. So,
like me sending you random cards at 10 o'clock at night.
Tommy's probably the worst. He's so good at it, though. It will tag me in something. Chris does it as well sometimes, but it'll tag me in something, go, have you seen this? And I'm like...
Don't show me.
That's cool, man. Right, I've got Jamie on next. Jamie?
Right, this is breaking news. I've just bought an Isle of Dawn cracked ice base on eBay.
Did you? There you go.
In the background.
How much you get it for? Good price?
10 Mickey Mouse, which is...
That's really good.
Let's buy it now. I didn't even bother with best offer that. I just went straight in, so...
Mate, it's a lovely card.
It's real nice
card.
So yeah, that's it. That's now in the collection. So purchase-wise, really, I've not really gone mad. I did pick up, after we mentioned it all in, obviously, with Zach Gibson, I did pick up another stainless steel's Zach Gibson. I picked up the 70 out of 75 for $4. So I thought, that's actually a bit of a steal for $4. No, I don't think no one else is going to be PCing Zach Gibson other than me on that, so that's absolutely fine. I did also pick up a Ricochet rookie card from Battle of the PWG one, the Battle of Los Angeles set. But this was an on-card also one that's been done by High Spots.
Yep.
So I picked that up just a couple of weeks ago, so that's now on its way over.
Good price on that?
I paid $30 for that, so I thought that wasn't too bad.
I think that's below what I thought it would be, so well done.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, while we're on Ricochet, we didn't mention his new arrivals, did we? Did anyone go for it? I didn't go for it.
No, I didn't either.
We didn't mention it. I did forget about it. Yes, it did come out. I didn't get it. No.
So none of
I
us
did think
bought
about it. I did think about it instead of, because I thought you lot would go for the match stated moments, which you did. And I thought if I went for that, it might be. But I just thought I don't really care.
Yeah, that's kind of how I've.
No, I'm not that
when
worried.
Tommy said you could probably get one for like 10 cents in 6 months.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, the gold would have been quite nice to get with a colour match, but it's not the end of the world.
Sorry, Jamie.
No, that's fine. I mean, the only other thing I did pick up, obviously I've been going through my collections of stuff. This is a bit of a sad story here. I was going through and found my Topps Chrome 2014 base set. I then dropped a load on the floor and dinked the corners of a couple of base cards.
Happens to us all.
It does. So I had to buy an AJ Lee and a couple of other guys in the early letters. So I've had to buy those in base, which weren't the end of the world.
Did I tell you I met AJ Lee?
No?
Yeah, I met her at Access at WrestleMania.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Small?
She was wearing...
I bet she's small.
She's small. She was wearing glasses and she didn't look like AJ Lee. It probably wasn't her. I probably just met her.
Sounds like librarian or something.
Yeah.
Her name was really Tina.
She was just the PA for the event.
You know what I mean?
She was taking the money.
All right, love.
Just realised.
You can have that photo, that one, or that one.
No, she was sitting next to... oh, God, what was the... She was a very well-built girl, blonde hair, really... weird crooked smile, but really nice. Caitlin? I want to say Caitlin.
Oh, it might be Caitlin, yeah.
Massive bazongos.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah. Sat next to her, and they were both lovely. Very, very sweet ladies. Sorry, Jamie, sorry.
AJ Lee attracts a lot of money. If you've got an autograph, people will pay for it, mate.
That's the problem is, if I did get, and I'm sure I did get an autograph, I have no idea. It's 2012. I didn't. Yeah, I couldn't find it if I tried, to be honest. Never mind.
That base card, I had to pay $8 to get the AJ Lee base card, and that's not even a rookie. So it's very, very strange how prices are there.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I got in my purchases was a bit of a Championship Clash lot. There was 4 relics on a set. The one that intrigued me most was Scotty Hotley's is a complete red relic. And if you don't know what these relics are, they're always his genes or like just a black gene relic, but it's a bright red one. So Christ knows where it comes from. But that was just a nice little Clash lot for the Clash PC, really. So yeah, just a odds and ends kind of picking up kind of a couple of weeks, really.
Bits and shits.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that.
Nice.
Dibble and dabble.
A couple more bits and shits over here. So I'll start off. Mine's pretty short this week. Tagsy, the main man, the $1 million man, Tagsy.
12 grand man.
12 grand man, Tagsy. So he sold 101 live.
12 grand.
12 grand. Fair play to him, though.
That's such a great nickname, right? He's the 12 grand man.
12 grand man.
Good on him.
Yeah, very, very nice chap, though. Did a little deal with him, sent him some cards and some cash. He sent some cards my way. Main one was it's all Slam Attacks Chrome. Black to 10 Trish Stratus was the main one. There was a couple of to 5s in there as well. And then just a bunch of like coloured parallels, probably like 10 to 15. But yeah, big shout out to him. He's such a nice guy that, yeah, really, really good to do a deal with. Sticking with Slam Attacks Chrome, only one more. Natalia to 25, $6 on ComC. So I was pretty happy with that.
Nice.
And then lastly, as the Prez mentioned it a minute ago, Prizm. Yeah, I've not been doing so well on Prizm either. Jamie, you're on your own on this one. So I've been a bit more careful. I kind of started off Prizm all guns ho, went for some big spots, and they just all skunked. And just breaking for me lately, last couple of weeks, month or so, has just not been, ever since that gold taker and the 101, I think I peaked there and I needed to give it a little bit of a break. But Prizm wise, I've decided, obviously, you know, at what point when you've been doing breaks do you kind of think, actually, I should have just, you know, either bought singles or I should just go the singles route now? Mine, I found that point for myself and was like, no, I think I'm just going to go for some singles. So far, I've managed to pick up my image of the set. Obviously, the Isle of Dawn one is probably more people's, but mine is the Sensational Sherry card.
Oh, that's nice, though.
Ironically, I'm just sorting out some cards now. I've just gone past 3 of them. So there you go.
So I wanted the red wave or the red, but the red wave is fine. So that's what I went with. Nice color match on that one, and then sticking with the color matches, Tatanka. So I went for a Tatanka blue to 199. Again, matches his gear. So yeah, happy with that one. Great image on that one.
The teal looks really nice with that Tatanka image as well, if you want to grab that.
Well, they're to 49, aren't they? We're trying to spend less money, Jamie. We're not trying to spend more money. The 199 is
Yeah, no, I get it. I think things are now starting to stabilise a little bit, so you can get that idea of where these cards are roughly now, whereas, say, a month ago, we didn't know what these values were, but, I mean, you know, the 49, it will come down in price.
I really like the teal ones as well. I think they always look really nice. And also a Psycho Sid, blue to 199. Again, we didn't mention this, did we? But R.I.P. Sid. That was a bit of a shock. Yeah. I know he had cancer, but he was so young that you just, I don't know. Yeah.
I think it's sadder with him that they were trying to, obviously, he was asking about going the Hall of Fame and now or never sort of thing. And it's like, you know, people don't get the flowers.
He'd put out a tweet, hadn't he, that said, like, now Vince is gone, you know, the door could be open for an induction. So it's a real shame. And because he was, like, such a big part of my childhood, like, wrestling watching. He was the main guy, sort of, when I started watching wrestling. And, you know, I'd watch, I think Johnny on the CFP said, I'd watch all the Coliseum videos, all the tapes and stuff. And he was always, like, one of the main guys.
Front and centre.
You know, even when I would buy wrestling figures back then, he was in the Galoobs, wasn't he, with WCW? So it was, you know, and he was in WWF figures. So he was just such a big part of, like, my childhood with wrestling. So, yeah, big loss there. But the image on that one is the Survivor Series 96, I think.
Yeah, he's almost that much back actually the other day.
Yeah, he's got the black trunks and the black waistcoat. Yeah.
Fist bumping everyone on the way out.
Yeah. So I picked that one up in the blue parallel as well. And then one of my only, this isn't something that I've got yet, but it's something I want. I've got to get Earthquake in the blue parallel. Because I've got Typhoon in the red from last year, so I need to get that Earthquake. It's great.
I've been trying, mate. I've been trying. I've hit quite a few, but not
in the blue.
Not the blue. And that's why I went on. So Card Tricks did the Blast one last night, and the Blast there's an out of 75 in the blue
Nice.
of the pulsar effect.
Yeah,
blue pulsar, and I think that would look so good for him.
Yeah, that would. Yeah,
but I'm not hitting. I haven't really hit the smoke on Earthquake, and I thought I was going to go all in and try and get as much as I can with Earthquake. It just hasn't worked, to be honest.
Yeah, that's just this is what I'm saying with Prizm. If it's at some point, you kind of just need to go, well, it's not my release, it's not my luck. So yeah.
I mean, the blue won't be expensive though, will it? What's that? No. 199. So that won't be too bad to pick up. It's a blue shimmer that'll be bloody expensive to get with the Earthquake.
The 211 one.
11.
Yeah.
Do you need a red Earthquake? Did you say?
No, well, I mean, I kind of just want to get the blue because I've got the red Typhoon from last year because he's in the red gear in that.
Do you need a red Earthquake?
Yeah, sure, why not?
There you go, cool.
You are having a red Earthquake.
You know what I mean? Like, take the fucking hint, man. You know what I mean?
I tell you what, when you get your 4 to 199 Earthquakes, hit me up and I'm sure I'll take one of them off your hand for a small fee. So yeah, that's it from me this week. Obviously, I had the match dated moments and stuff, but been trying to not spend as much money.
Nice.
Trying.
It is tough.
Okay, we'll cut over then for a word from our sponsors.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Join Card Tricks UK on Whatnot Daily, your only stop for regular wrestling breaks in the UK. Ooh, Chris, Casper, and the team welcome you to join the hunt for rare autographs, relics, and one-of-ones from wrestling stars past, present, and future. What you gonna do, brother?
Okay, we're back. So let's close this one out now. Let's do some top 5 Mega 5 in. The topic was purple. I thought we were going to do purple parallels, but we all went mad and just got loads of purple shit all over the place. So it was pretty much the colour purple, which was great. It was good. If purple, it's fine with us. So we went a bit mad on this, I think, but in a good way. So I'm going to start off. So I went for, I think this is underrated. And I know, there's previous cards of it and stuff like that. But number 5, Hater Purple Pyro to 199 AW 2022 Series 2, as we call it. Sorry, Billy.
As Billy was calling himself.
Yes. Yeah. We sucked him in eventually with that. But I love that card of her. I think it's a great card. I mean, I keep pulling Haters all over the place, but
keep it up.
Specifically that card of her, I think it's really nice. I think it's one of the better purples I've seen recently, which is a good segue into number 4, which is the best purple I've seen recently, and that's Finn Balor Action Packed Chronicles 2023.
Great card.
I think it could even potentially be higher in my list than 4.
Ooh.
It's such a good card, man. It is awesome. Number 3, I knew this was going to go in anyway, and I know Jamie loves it. I didn't know where it would be on his list, but I thought it needs to go in, so I'm going to affirm with Jamie that it does go into the Mega 5, and that's Taker Top Superstars Super Elite Icon Purple to 25. It's a bit of a mouthful, but that's what it is. You got to say it next, Jamie. I'm sure in your top 5. I mean, this is a really purple on Undertaker is what goes with Undertaker generally, doesn't it? So, but yeah, I think this is a great Undertaker card. Deserves to be in the top 5, in my opinion. Number 2, I think I went a bit like we've never really talked about this set before. I've spelled macho wrong as well. I've put Macho Man. Macho Man Topps Classic Promo purple border.
These are cool. Yeah, I like
These are really cool. I really need to get some of these in my life, I think. They're quite expensive as well. They're not cheap.
I think the Warrior's been on a list before, hasn't it, as well? Have we had the old Warrior?
Potentially, yeah.
Quite possibly, yeah.
But I don't think these get a lot of love, and they should do, because I think they're quite unique and they're quite scarce, to be honest, in the world. So, yeah, get on them if you can. Not before we do, but yeah, okay. Number 1, I had to put this on. This is Trav's. We've talked about this before. If we're talking purple cards, this is always going to be on my top of the list. Sasha Banks, auto purple out of 10, Topps Transcendent 2019. It's a purple card. She is purple. Sasha's purple. It's a purple card.
It's purple.
Yeah, it's great. And it holds that card is so expensive. And very few people have it. So it's only out of 10, right? But very few people own it, and it's a lovely card. That's it from me. Jamie, go on, mate.
Cool. Okay, I'll whiz through mine. So I've kind of gone around, like I said, a bit of purple here and everywhere, really. So number 5, I've gone for Dirty Dom Mysterio, Prizm 2023, and I've gone for the purple, so 149 for the colour match. Number 4. Now, this is a bit of a unique one in that this was the only one that had purple ink on it. This is from the Leaf Wrestling 2016 set. Stevie Ray signed the 1 of 1 in purple ink. So we've got a kind of colour match with the card and with the ink, which is really cool because no one else done it. So that's in at number 4. Number 3, we've gone for SmackDown Chrome 1999. I've gone for the Rock card number 45, and this is the one with the Rock on the turnbuckle with like the purpley fall in the background. Number 2, as you can probably guess, Lloydie, I've gone for the Taker from the Superstars Super Elite. Again, with a purple smoky background and the classic Taker with the purple gloves. And at number 1, I've gone for the Razor Ramon Undisputed 2015. This is the number 25 auto. So you've got the colour match with the gear, the autos in that lovely inky blue, and you've got the purple card as well. So purple on purple on purple. And the purple for the vest is like
Purple.
It's a perfect purple match, isn't it? Like it basically blends in the background. Really, really good card, and that's my number 1. So,
Fair enough.
Cool. Right, number 5, I've gone for RVD 2002 Fleur All Access. It's an insert set called Road to the Ring. I hadn't seen this card until really recently, and I bought a bundle of cards, and this was just randomly in there. But it's a great color match. Purple gear with the dragon, and the background. Instead of having like the crowd or the ring ropes or anything, they've just slapped some purple on the back, and it's just a great color match. So yeah, I hadn't seen it before. So that one is number 5.
The mad from that RVD as well, that's the same RVD image that they've used for Topps later on and then end up getting photoshopped out as well. The
photoshopped one, yeah.
But it's weird that for so many years they use that same image and there's no problem until that particular Topps year, which is weird.
Well, yeah, I can tell you for damn sure that it's better with the dragon
100%,
than not. Number 4, I've gone AW purple to 10 autos from Allure 2022. Could be any of them, to be honest, but I've gone, because they're all really nice. I've gone for Swerve. It just looks really cool. And I just feel like purple is like a Swerve colour. He's wearing like a white jacket and sort of shades on it, but I actually did notice that there is a bit of purple on his gear. So there you go. Gets in there. Just wanted to get Swerve in. Number 3, I've gone controversial. I've gone Undertaker Prizm 2022 purple to 149. I think you two that didn't like it? I know someone recently said they don't like it. It's the outline.
I put it in my top.
It might have not been you. It might have been someone else. But yeah, it's it's controversial card. I really like it. And you can't there's none of this specific to 149 on any site that I can see at the moment. I've seen one guy get it graded recently, but yeah, I couldn't decide out of Undertaker or Trish. Trish in her Prizm 2022 is wearing a whole purple outfit. But I just think Taker is more sort of synonymous with him, so I went for him. Number 2, I've copied Jamie, and I've gone Razor Ramon Purple 2015 Undisputed Auto. It's way out of my price range, but I would say this is kind of like a grail card for me. I don't know if Jamie, if you feel the same.
No, it's a lovely card.
It's a grail card, isn't it? I'd have to win the lotto or something. But yeah, on card auto, and as Jamie said, purple. So yeah, that's number 2. And number 1, I've gone for Jeff Hardy, Undisputed 2021. It's the Grand Slam Champions insert auto. He's got sort of purple cosmic type sleeves on his gear, purple face paint, and again on card auto, purple background. Yeah, really cool. Bit more attainable, because this one's to 99 than that Razor, which is obviously to 25. So yeah, number 1 for me.
Nice.
Lovely. All right. Let's Mega 5 this biatch. Gunther's just won, by the way.
Oh, has he? I'm not surprised. You?
It was a good match, actually. A lot of back and forth.
Lots of chest slaps, I reckon. A few power bombs.
They're just shaking each other's hand, which is really weird, because Gunther's shaking his left hand. Which, I always find it weird when people shake people's left hand when they're not. Yeah. If they're not left-handed, it's really strange.
Fuck off if you tried that.
Stop it away.
What are you doing?
Have a round, mate. Have a round. I don't care if you're left-handed. Don't care. Left-handed.
No one else is.
You're both braver than I am. I'll just shake it regardless. I'll be like, let's take my left hand, Gunther. It's fine.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think the Taker Superstar Elite has to be on there for me. Like, I just love it so much, and it's on top of our list.
I think it's like around 3. I think obviously that ideally, I think it's your Razors, and then it's Sasha, then it's Taker, then I'm up for Jeff, but I think. Chris, you've shocked me with your RVD. I love that.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's cool.
Yeah. I think that would be mine. So, Razor, Sasha, Taker. Jeff, and then RVD 5th. But it's up to you, boys.
I mean, it's fine for me. I love a bit of flair. Anything flair in a set is good. Just out of curiosity, is that Jeff Hardy, the one where he's drawn the face within his auto, or is that another purple set?
It's the face one I checked.
The gold frame in it, yeah. Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really
I don't know how I
cool.
didn't even think about it.
I was surprised, yeah, because I did mine last, and I was surprised you didn't have it.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I would say that Finn Balor, that set.
Oh, yeah, I really like that film.
The smoky
that
purple.
set in total, that is Hall of Fame worthy this year, I think. And
What set, sorry? Action Packed.
Action Packed.
Yeah.
Insert of the year.
As an insert, I think.
Shove it in.
I think that could be insert.
Shove it in. I've got one automatic thing, and I'll take that. I love the Action Packed.
Okay.
It's what he's gone for, is it? That's
Get
his
it.
Go.
honorary induction.
Boom.
I can't remember what we've put in. So we put the Hogan ringside.
Yeah.
22 in. That went in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a few.
There was a Dolph, wasn't there?
That went in last year, didn't it?
Well, Bray, wasn't it? Some Bray
Was
Wyatt.
it not?
I don't know. We'll have to go back.
We'll have to go back. Jamie, go back. This is a task for you. Go back and figure out which ones.
What is that, Sam? Sam, you're in the Hall of Fame episode. What did we do on our inductions last year?
You know what you can actually do is, I don't know if you guys know this, but on like Apple, for instance, there's a transcript of the podcast every time, so you could probably search for the word. Yeah, it's quite funny.
I did not.
Back.
Yeah, you can do. I don't have Apple, so that's your job, Chris.
Well,
Thanks for
one of you two do that for the next time, please. And figure out what we've actually put in, because I can't remember. But we need to keep a tally of it. We do it quite regularly these days.
It was Dolph Living set, wasn't it?
But I thought that went in the last one, didn't it?
Did it? I don't know.
I think
was it the
like
low print run one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we've put a couple in though since then.
There's been a whole load going there.
We have done a few. No, the Eddie Kingston penis, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's going in. And I think ultimately, the big one we need to actually put in is AEW Series 1. I think that's
a problem for another day.
That's a problem.
We're only in August. It's not Hall of Fame.
I know. All right, so we know what the top 5 is, and we've just put another thing in the Hall of Fame for next year. So there you go. It's a productive week.
Right, so for the transcription then, the top 5 for this episode was...
The top 5, very easily, was...
Episode 57
Razor Ramon Auto out of 25 from Topps Undisputed 2000... Well, no, out of 25 from Topps Undisputed 2015. Then we had the Sasha Auto Purple out of 10 from Topps Transcendent 2019. Then we had the... Taker Topps Superstar Super Elite Icon Purple out of 20. And then we had the Jeff Hardy Grand Slam Auto out of 99, Topps Undisputed 2021. And then we had the RVD Roads to the Ring Fleer All Access 2002. Jesus, that's a lot I just went through there. There you go.
I will raise Chris's one as well to add it. I've got an error card of that actual RVD card, so we'll put the error in if that's okay.
What's the error?
It's misprinted, so the frame around the outside is actually silver and not gold because the overlay at the top's wrong. Nice. So I've got about a dozen of them. So yeah, we'll include that.
And RVD's nipples are the wrong way around. You say you got a dozen of them?
I've got a dozen errors for that set. Yeah.
Dozen.
What different errors?
Well, no, they're all the same, but basically the gold over the top isn't being golded, so it's actually still all silver.
Oh, right. I see what you mean.
So it's very strange.
That's mental. Okay, cool. Right, let's box it off there. Jamie, you're next time round. So what's going to be the top 5 Mega 5 next week? Next show? I don't even know when the next show is anymore, to be honest. We're so out of sync.
I mean, the big topic next time round will be the release date of AEW in theory. So we have a big topic of AEW. So in theory, we won't have a top 5, will we? Because we normally do a big topic or a top 5, won't we?
No, we've crammed them both in before.
Okay, it's up to you. I mean,
we do a crammy. Yeah,
okay, crammy. So that'll be the big topic. Top 5. Any suggestions from you guys first, or
go on, Jamie?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a think.
Okay. Are you sure that it's
sure?
It's not the topic that we talked about earlier on?
Just before the show.
Just move on. Just move on, because I can't remember what we discussed. Just move forward. I've got brain fog. Move forward.
I think you're opening some AEW cards, Jamie, and you've got an auto. Man. You've got an auto, and you're like,
"Yes, COVID, man.
I've got an auto." And then you look at it, and then you're like, "Fuck!"
That is the best thing that's happened on the show.
It still doesn't help. I have no idea.
We're going to do Crew. We're going to do.
Oh yeah, Crew. That was it.
It was Aubrey or Justin or someone.
That's right. Yeah, it's Crew. We're going to do top 5 Crew announcers.
We're going to do top 5 COVID moments.
Sorry, I had no memory of that. That's exactly what we discussed 2 hours ago.
Oh, Jamie, I love you, man. That was amazing. My camera's not working for like last couple of shows. I need to get a new camera. And I could just see like Chris's face going, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "I'm letting him cook, man. I'm letting him cook."
We'll do that. Referees, commentators, and we'll stick to it. And
I think the only
me in the morning because I'll forget.
Okay. The only ones that we're not going to do is like in AEW Series 1.
Yeah, none of those ones.
Jake the Snake is listed as crew, isn't he? But he's actually a manager.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads of good shots of people, isn't there? There'll be some good JR ones through the years, and some Michael Coles and all sorts of shit. So.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Jamie, do you want to lead us out, or do you need me?
Yeah, let's do it. So, if I can remember anything, right. So, usual business. If you want to follow Card Tricks, you can find them over on Whatnot. Sponsor of the show. We've got some bonus shows, of course, on the way very soon for Card Tricks. If you haven't used them before, sign up to Whatnot and you can get some credit off your first break with them using the code SCRNew. Head over to Instagram. So our Instagram feed, we are back to doing daily posts from my PC. So head over there, give us a follow. We've got quite a good number of followers over the last few weeks as well. So have a look at some of the content and just scroll through some of those posts if you want to. And as always, we've got the Facebook group. You can find us on there. It's Squared Circle Reddit's podcast and Face group. And you can have a look and do bits and pieces there. And again, as always, if you want to join the WhatsApp community for Card Tricks, we have got our own SCR group within there as well. We'll do some polls and just kind of chat about each episode when it comes out. So, I guess just lastly as well, don't forget to check out the archive shows. We've got them classic clips coming up. As Dave said earlier on, we've got the Billy Celio episode up now, which dropped All In. So, just check out the back catalogue of SCR. And that's pretty much all the plugs.
Sweetness. Chris?
Cool. So, as always, find me, Cambridge Trading Cards, on Instagram and YouTube. I haven't done fuck all on YouTube for ages now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just kind of, I don't know, I've not been in the mood. Do you know what I mean? I've just not been in the mood to do it.
You've got to take a break every now and then.
Yeah, that's it. Same with Insta, but I have been pretty consistent on Instagram, so I've been enjoying that again.
I'll tell you what, do it tonight. I just bought an ETB off you tonight. So go and rip the ETB.
No, I'm not going to do
put
that.
It up.
There's a condition on you buying that ETB off me. That I don't want to. You can't rip it in front of me, and I don't want you to ever tell me what was in there.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I have got some wrestling to open. It's just,
if I get the Rainbow Zard, you're going to be fuming.
Don't tell me.
Okay, fair enough.
Just always dangle it over me. Hold that information over me. I'll love it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's it from me.
He won't sleep at night. He'll be thinking about it every night for his life.
What was in there?
I'd feel really guilty. So, D_Lloydie boy on Insta. Don't bother come and say hello. It's fine. It's all right. I think that's it from me, really. There's not a lot really else to talk about.
Can I just say, just before we go, we missed such a vital part of the all-in talk earlier, and I got to get it in there.
Go on.
And it's Wes. We did a pack opening.
What a
some
big
of us
one
did,
this
some
is.
of us didn't.
We did.
We did a pack opening of Allure as we were sat in the stadium.
Yeah.
Before Wes lost his seat, but
that's the thing, because we didn't see Wes then after that, because it was.
We had a great
there
time.
wasn't where we moved to. There wasn't enough seats, was there? So
that picture of the five of us is the nicest
great.
picture.
Yeah, I love it.
It is really cool.
Really cool.
That is like you frame it and have it on your desk kind of thing. Moment that is.
Yeah, so good.
So yeah, Wes got a hit a 101. It's his first 101, right?
Yeah, big up Wes.
All one pack. The mad thing was
One
though,
pack.
and none of us had Signal other than the boys on EE, so it was mad, really.
So
so there was like five of us trying to do it, and me and Jamie were the ones who ended up not. I had fucking.
To be honest, you didn't miss
WAP
much anyway.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So no one did well, and Wes just randomly just like I just hit 101. So it's a printing plate of cash basically.
Cash,
yeah.
Cash from the
So I
EDM.
really want, to be honest, but it says 101. So
Snap.
look, yeah. So anyway, I think that's the end of the show now. Well done, Wes. You've
well done, Buzz.
Yeah, you've just made it in there. Sorry, we should have talked about that before.
So much happened at All In, that's why.
It genuinely did though. Like we had a great laugh and
popcorn everywhere, man.
Popcorn everywhere. We were getting everyone to distract the guards so we could vape. Amazing stuff.
It was quite funny.
Good fun.
Right, so
All right, boys.
Okay, see you later, everyone.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Das fuck John Cena, yeah.